Have you ever paused to consider the air you breathe? It's an essential part of life that's so easy to take for granted. Without it, life as we know it would cease to exist. But what happens when this life-sustaining resource becomes a silent threat? Every moment, with every breath we take, we're interacting with the world around us. The air we breathe is an invisible tapestry, woven with elements essential for our survival. Oxygen, nitrogen, and traces of other gases work in harmony to sustain life on our planet. But like any tapestry, its beauty can be marred. Enter air pollution. It's an unseen adversary, an invisible threat that hangs in the air around us, often undetected by the naked eye. But don't let its stealthiness fool you. Its impact is far-reaching and devastating. Air pollution is not a singular entity. It's a collective term that encompasses a wide range of pollutants. These pollutants can be broadly categorized into two types: primary and secondary. Primary pollutants are those emitted directly into the air from sources like factories, vehicles, and natural events, such as volcanic eruptions. Secondary pollutants, on the other hand, are formed when primary pollutants react with other elements in the air, creating new, often more harmful compounds. The sources of these pollutants are as varied as their types. Industrial processes, vehicular emissions, burning of fossil fuels, and even natural events like forest fires and volcanic eruptions contribute to the pool of air pollutants. Not to mention the invisible emissions from countless everyday activities, such as cooking and heating, which add to this invisible threat. Yet, despite its omnipresence, air pollution often goes unnoticed. It's a silent invader, infiltrating our lives without us even realizing it. It's in the air we breathe, the winds that blow, and even the rain that falls. Air pollution, invisible yet omnipresent, is silently wreaking havoc on our planet. But it's not an invincible foe. With understanding, awareness, and action, we have the power to combat this invisible threat. But first, we must recognize it for what it is: a silent killer lurking in the shadows of our everyday lives. Air pollution doesn't just appear, it has its roots deeply embedded in our daily activities. Let's take a moment to explore some of the major causes of air pollution. First off, industrial activities. As we ramp up production to meet the demands of our ever-growing population, more and more harmful pollutants are released into the air. Heavy industries such as power plants, cement factories, and metalworks are some of the biggest culprits, spewing out a cocktail of pollutants including sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and microscopic dust particles. Next, we have vehicle emissions. Each day, millions upon millions of cars, trucks, and buses hit the roads, all burning fossil fuels and emitting carbon dioxide, a key contributor to global warming, not to mention other harmful gases and particulate matter that can cause respiratory issues and other health problems. Speaking of burning fossil fuels, it's not just vehicles that are the problem. Power plants and residential heating systems also burn vast amounts of coal, oil, and natural gas. This combustion process releases a slew of pollutants into the air, including carbon dioxide, methane, and black carbon, which are all potent greenhouse gases. Lastly, deforestation. Our forests are our planet's lungs, absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. But as we clear these forests for agriculture, logging, or urban development, we're not just losing these vital carbon sinks. We're also releasing the carbon stored in the trees back into the atmosphere, further exacerbating global warming. So you see, human activities play a significant role in escalating air pollution levels. From the factories that churn out our goods, the cars we drive, the energy we consume, and the forests we destroy, it all contributes to the invisible threat that is air pollution. Our actions are choking the life out of our planet, one breath at a time. It's high time we understand the gravity of the situation and work towards mitigating the causes of air pollution. Our planet's future, and ours, depends on it. Air pollution is not just an environmental concern, it's a ticking health time bomb. The impacts of air pollution are all around us, affecting both our health and our environment. Let's first explore the implications for our bodies, the vessels that carry us through life. When we breathe in polluted air, harmful particles and gases can cause immediate and long-term harm. The most immediate effects are often felt in our respiratory systems, with pollutants causing or exacerbating conditions like asthma, bronchitis, and other chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases. Our lungs, the very organs that draw life from the air, can become battlegrounds for disease. But the damage doesn't stop at our respiratory systems. Studies have linked air pollution to heart disease, stroke, and even certain types of cancer. It's a silent assailant, creeping into our bodies, causing harm in ways we might not immediately recognize. Children, the elderly, and those with existing health conditions are particularly at risk. Their bodies more susceptible to the toxic effects of polluted air. The World Health Organization estimates that every year, 7 million people globally lose their lives prematurely due to air pollution. Turning to the environment, the effects are equally devastating. Air pollution contributes to climate change, a global concern that threatens our very existence. Greenhouse gases released into the air trap heat in our atmosphere, causing global temperatures to rise. This leads to a cascade of environmental disasters, including melting polar ice, rising sea levels, and extreme weather events. Moreover, air pollution harms our ecosystems. Acid rain, a byproduct of certain pollutants, can damage forests and bodies of water, disrupting the balance of our ecosystems and threatening biodiversity. Air pollution also reduces visibility, leading to what we call smog. This not only affects our ability to enjoy natural landscapes, but can also impact aviation safety. So you see, air pollution is not just a cloudy day or a cough. It's a complex web of impacts that span from our personal health to the health of our planet. The effects of air pollution are far-reaching, affecting every living being on this planet. The question now is, can we turn the tide on this air pollution crisis? The answer is a resounding yes, but it requires effort from everyone. As individuals, we can make sustainable choices. Opt for public transit, cycling, or walking instead of personal cars. We can reduce, reuse, and recycle. Communities can plant more trees, create green spaces, and advocate for cleaner industries. They can organize car-free days and encourage local businesses to go green. Governments play a crucial role too. They can enforce stringent environmental regulations, promote clean energy, and invest in sustainable infrastructure. It's about setting standards for industries, providing incentives for renewable energy, and ensuring accountability. The path ahead is challenging, but not impossible. With collective action and commitment, we can significantly reduce air pollution. We can create cities where clean air isn't a privilege, but a right. We have the power to change the course of air pollution and ensure a cleaner, healthier future for all. To breathe is to live, but what happens when that very breath becomes a threat? We've unraveled the causes of air pollution, from industrial emissions to deforestation, and explored its dire effects, including health issues and climate change. But remember, it's not all doom and gloom. We've also identified solutions, such as renewable energy and afforestation, that can help us secure a cleaner future. The air we breathe is in our hands. Let's strive to make every breath count.